it be, guys? What it is, what it do, what it be. You know what it is. Anyway, I was watching this. It's a great business learning thing if you really understand real estate and if you understand, properties and all the thing that it all the all the different, I guess I would say, like, aspects of it, from architecture, from the designers, from staging the homes, all this and that. It's not really what I do, but I mean, I know I dabbled in a little bit. I dabbled, with properties before. um, but that's not really my main goal. Well, my income tax, it's actually rentals, but but anyway, so what I'm looking at this real quick is I'm thinking, why is she talking about, okay, this house is just under 5 million, and I'm thinking, why on earth is she asking to go down in price when you're talking just a little bit? I'm like, when you're talking about like $100,000 house, a 80,000, a $200,000 house, something like that. When they ask, oh, can you go down in price? You know, anywhere from 5,000, and depending how long it's been on, if it's been on there for 6 months, a year, five going down 5 to 10,000 is not, is not, I've seen it go down as low as 20,000, but like usually 5 or 10,000, 20,000. It depends on, if they want to sell it, just, come on, sell it, but, for that, I've seen that, anywhere between, 100, 250,000, that's like the average price. The average home is like 250,000. When you're talking about 5 million, 5 million, and I'm someone that's dealt with the properties that I've known, about, or that's been in my family, about 70 to 80,000 square feet of rental. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at this, and I'm kind of, which isn't, that's pretty good size anyway, but enough of that about that stuff. What I'm thinking, though, is like, when you're talking about $5 million home, and then you ask this question. Let me just play it for you.
Just under 5 months. Okay. Do you think that they could come down in price at all? I think we could probably get it a little cheaper for you, as long.
Now, you guys are talking about high class people. Obviously, if you're interested in looking at a $5 million house, guys, 5 million, and then she asked, "Can I get it cheaper?" I don't understand that. I'm like, can someone explain that to me? When you're all talking about, oh, we have to do this at the beautiful price point, we're looking at $5 million houses, 10, 40 million, and then you ask, can you go lower than that? Why would you ask that? If they went 100, if they went, I mean, how they would not go down half a million, you know what I mean? Like, they would go down, yeah, maybe 100,000. But if you keep doing that, like, they would not go down percentage wise. You're talking about $5 million, guys. 5 millions. If you can get, obviously they're billionaires, so she's a millionaire, so obviously, or her husband, her family, whoever, husband, whatever, or she is, but it doesn't matter. If you're looking at a $5 million house, and you guys are all high classy, if I saw you guys out on the street, you'd be like, oh, I'm so rich, I'm so high classy, we drive, $50,000-$100,000 cars, $200,000, this and that. We go shopping, 10,000, 20,000 every time we shop. And you buy a $5 million house, and then you're so you want to be like a socialite, high class. Oh, I'll just big shop, just spend all, and you buy a 5 million. Then why do you ask, can I go down on price? Why would you want to do that? Why not just be like, oh, well, I have 5 million. Like, obviously you have the money, so what's the, why not just pay it and go on? There it is. Oh, it's just that 5 million. If I was in that position and I had that, and then they asked me 5 million, I would just be like, okay, I'll just take it right now then. And that's it. 5 million, there it is. They're going to accept. That's it. You know what I mean? So when they ask that, it's like, what's 10,000 to, or even what's 100,000 to 5 million? I mean, you guys got to think about that. 5 million. Even the houses where I'm at, 500,000, half a million, are about the size of that. So in my location, and I'm looking at that, okay, 500,000, you can get a 4,000 square foot house, modern, here where I live, anywhere between 400 to 600,000. Where she lives, 5 million would be like a 40,000 square foot home here. You know, because we know this one person that's in my area. I think theirs is 2.3 mil, and it's like 20,000 square feet. So, you know, I mean, just like kind of looking at that, it's like, if you're willing to spend that much money, I mean, you might as well just live. Why live in LA? You could literally live anywhere you want in the world, except for places in New York and LA, and literally have, in Florida too sometimes, and literally have everything in the world. If you lived in my location, you know, which I dabble in Arizona, Texas, and New Mexico, and sometimes, well, Nevada, but we'll talk about that later, in Las Vegas stuff. But like in California, you know, it's like been there, done that. You know what I mean? Albuquerque, you know, that's like my backyard. Albuquerque, everybody knows Scottsdale, Phoenix. Everybody knows my area. You know, Southwest Texas. You know, everybody knows where I'm from. But we do it big every time. But anyway, it doesn't matter about all that. It matters about, I could retire off 5 million, and she's just talking about a house for 5 million. Like, literally, I could be super rich at 5 million, and then you're asking for like the lower price. Why? That I don't understand that. Like, why is everybody acting so high class, and then they ask, can you have a lower price? Like, why would you want a lower price? You guys are rich. You guys would just throw it anyway. Like, wouldn't your friends go? Like, her friends, her whatever, you know, wouldn't they go and be like, well, you obviously have, why would you ask that? Oh, did you see when she went to buy a house, she asked if they could lower the price? Why? She's rich. And obviously she can afford 5. I bet you she can afford 6 or 7 or even 10 million. Let's be honest. So I mean, to do that stuff, I bet you she drives a $200,000 car. I mean, come on. They probably already have a $10 million house. Come on, guys.